Mr. Embree, you're recognized.
Thank you. Madam Chairwoman, Ranking Member, and members of the Subcommittee, on behalf of Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America's nearly 200,000 members and supporters, thank you for allowing us to testify at this critical hearing on the status of the post-9/11 GI Bill and recommended improvements. My name is Tim Embree. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I served 2 combat tours in Iraq with the United States Marine Corps. Our work on the new GI Bill is not done. Even though over 340,000 students have taken advantage of this historic new benefit, tens of thousands of veterans are still waiting for their chance to earn a first-class education. Whether these students are pursuing vocational or distance learning programs or are serving full-time in the National Guard, too many young veterans can't take advantage of these new GI Bill benefits, and many others already using the new GI Bill have had their benefits cut by needlessly complicated regulations in Chapter 33. In order to complete our work on the new GI Bill, IAVA recommends swift passage of H.R. 5933, commonly referred to as the new GI Bill 2.0. H.R. 5933, introduced by Representative Minnick, co-sponsored by Chairwoman Herseth Sandlin, and supported by all the veterans groups on this panel, will ensure that all student veterans have access to the new GI Bill and will assist the VA in delivering those benefits in a timely manner. Over the past year, nearly 1 million people have visited IAVA's new GI Bill website. We have provided direct help to thousands of veterans trying to navigate their GI Bill benefits, and we have trained hundreds of schools on the ins and outs of the new GI Bill. Our daily interactions with student veterans in schools have revealed many concerns regarding the VA's handling of the new GI Bill. We do want to credit the VA for making some significant improvements in their handling of the new GI Bill since last year. However, we have been cautioning student veterans to prepare for another rough fall. IAVA is deeply concerned that the VA has been failing to communicate critical information to students in schools, missing key congressionally mandated deadlines, and is already reporting a backlog of over 190,000 overall GI Bill claims. Student veterans should be focusing on their studies and not having to worry about keeping a roof over their heads. Unfortunately, without new GI Bill 2.0 and better communication, that won't be the case. As you will see in our written testimony, the current form of the new GI Bill's tuition benefits are both confusing and completely unpredictable. For example, IAVA member Aaron Sandvig moved his family from California to Minnesota in order to utilize his hard-earned new GI Bill benefits in a state with relatively high tuition rates. Aaron could have attended a number of more prestigious colleges, but he was committed to not incurring any student loans, and the Minnesota rates provided just that opportunity. He started school in early August and wasn't initially concerned that the VA was late publishing the new tuition rates for the fall. However, on September 1st, exactly 1 month late, when the VA published the 2010-2011 rates, Aaron was in for a big shock. His tuition rates had unexpectedly dropped by 40%. Aaron and his family now owe the school an additional $8,400 for this academic year alone, forcing him to take out student loans to avoid being kicked out of school. Family budgets are tight. Drastic and unexpected changes, like what happened to Aaron, can be extremely destructive to the student and their family. Sadly, this is the second time the tuition rates have dropped without warning. This year was Minnesota, and last year was Florida. New GI Bill 2.0 will not only restore Aaron's benefits, but will ensure that this never happens again. New GI Bill 2.0 is a comprehensive effort to address the concerns of tens of thousands of student veterans and their families, and involves changes that are large and small. New GI Bill 2.0 helps veterans access valuable job training by granting post-9/11 GI Bill benefits to veterans in vocational, apprenticeship, and on-the-job training programs. In today's rough job market, this type of training is more important than ever. New GI Bill 2.0 also helps National Guard service members, by granting full GI Bill credit for full-time service. This will reward National Guardsmen for responding to national disasters, such as the BP oil spill cleanup, and the over 43,000 full-time active Guard and reservists. We believe that the same uniform and the same service deserve the same benefits. This is also a historic precedence for the new GI Bill 2.0. 1 year after the World War II GI Bill passed, the 78th Congress realized they needed to amend the first World War II GI Bill to include veterans who had been left behind, ironically distance learners and vocational students, and to patch up the tuition benefit. It was actually the upgraded version of the World War II GI Bill that is currently lauded as one of the landmark pieces of legislation in the 20th century. This is why if we act now and finish the work this Congress began 2 years ago, the post-9/11 GI Bill, or new GI Bill, will be remembered as one of the greatest investments in our country's veterans for the 21st century. History has shown us the importance of investing in our country's veterans, and IAVA applauds the phenomenal work this committee continues to do on behalf of our nation's veterans and their families. IAVA is proud to speak on behalf of the thousands of veterans coming home every day. We work tirelessly so veterans know we have their back. Working together with this Congress and the Department of Veteran Affairs, we will be able to guarantee that every veteran is confident that America has their back. Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to answering any questions you may have.